So, and looking at the series starting tomorrow night, 4 game series, Mets and Braves. Right off the bat, first game, very interesting pitching matchup, especially for the Mets, Oliver Perez and Derek Lowe.
Yep.
And the reason why I say that, because obviously both of them were free agents in the offseason, and you got a bunch of Mets fans who wanted to give Lowe the money and sign him, and you got on the other side Mets fans who wanted Perez back, mostly because he's a lefty and he can handle the Philly bats. Um,
Yep.
but obviously, Perez has been injured this year. He's only 2-2 on the season. Lowe's 8-7. Your thoughts on that first pitching matchup?
Um, Oliver Perez, I think, had some, he's had some issues this season, but so has Lowe. Lowe did not go without his, you know, without his issues. He's been hit hard a couple outings, but
Right.
he's performed overall really well. Sorry about the fire truck here.
No, it's
You can
okay
hear
as
that.
long as it's not your house.
No, it's not mine. Yeah. No, Lowe is he's doing all right for us. He's coming in and done what he needed to do in big games. He's pitched well in 90% of the cases that he's pitched. I mean, he's doing well. I think he's pitched a lot better than an 8-7 record is showing,
Right.
and you can contribute that to a lot of these Braves pitchers with the offense just not backing them up.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
I think that'll be an interesting matchup to see. I don't know what we're going to see. Lowe's had an issue. His last start of the first half was really rough. He's not unbeatable.
Yeah, I mean I mean that could be a rough game for Mets fans to watch. We'll see what Perez does. He's coming back. This is his first start back um, since he's been injured since his rehab, and
Yep.
so I mean we'll see. I mean Perez drives us nuts. He can go. He can go 7 or 8 innings of one-run baseball, or he can be out of there, 4 and 2/3 and have walked 10. So we'll see. And then some of the other matchups, you got Pelfrey against Jurgens in game two. Looks like
Yep.
Santana and Kawakami. Is that how you say
Yep.
it? Yep, in game three. And then Sunday night ESPN game, Nieve against Vasquez. So you got some pretty decent matchups here with pitching.
Yeah. Um, you know, Jurgens has actually performed really well. Um, Once again, he's got a 2.9 ERA.
Right.
Uh, this is his second full year in the majors. He's doing really good for a 22, 23-year-old. Um, and I really like watching him pitch. He's a nice young star in the Braves organization.
Yeah.
Kawakami has had no run support, and I know Santana's had no run support from you guys recently. So
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think
I'm amazed that he's got 10 wins, but at the same time, he's
right,
got 7 losses too. So, but
hear that. That'll be a fun game to watch, I think, because both offenses will try and choke. We'll see what happens.
yeah,
We will see what happens.
right.
Um, and then Vasquez has just been probably the surprise of the season for the Braves. He's come in and he's really performed, I think, better than anyone expected him to. Just kind of coming out striking out a lot of people. He's 6-7, but when the Braves have lost as many games as they have, you've got to have those losses somewhere. So
Right.
uh, he's pitching well. That'll be a good game, I think, as well on the Sunday night.
Yeah, I think that'll be interesting to see. So, 4 game series. I'm sure you're looking for the Braves here to
Yeah.
get off to a good start in the second half, as I am with the Mets. So we'll see. But what do you think realistically here?
I want to have to say I'd like it to go 3-1, but I want to say we split it. Um, I'd say we probably split it. I'd say we'll win if I had to pick now. We'll win when Jurgens is on the mound, and we'll win. That's I guess Friday night. No, let's check.
Yeah, Jurgens Pelfrey Friday.
Yep, Jurgens Pelfrey Friday, and I think we'll probably win. Yeah, I think we'll beat Santana. We'll just go and call that one. I
Wow.
think we beat Santana. Hasn't beat the Braves yet, I believe.
You could be right. You could be right. And then obviously the Mets have a history of playing poor when we go to Atlanta too. So we'll
Sure.
see. And on my end, obviously, I would love to see I would love to see 3 and 4 as well. But I think I may have to agree with you. I think realistically, it'll probably be a split.
Right.
If I had to pick the two games on my end that I think we'd win, I think we would win the middle two games. I would think Pelfrey Santana and probably lose against Lowe and then lose Sunday night. So
Sure.
but we'll see. Should be fun. Should be fun. And then, sort of lastly, I just want to ask you, like I said, Braves third place right now, 6 games out. Your outlook for the remainder of the season? You think they're a playoff team? What do you think?
Well, there's a lot of optimism in Atlanta about whether or not we can go out and grab another bat. I think we're listening for people who might want to grab Yunel Escobar right now, or that was mentioned yesterday.
Right.
So there's a lot of optimism that we could go out, grab another bat, grab someone to fill in at shortstop, and maybe compete and take the division. The division's not that strong. I think it's anyone's game out of the top 4. Obviously, the Nats are out of it, but that's like saying the sky's blue. And the Braves have the opportunity to go either way, really. I think it's dumb at this point for the Braves not to go after another bat and try and make a move and try and make a run at it.
Right.
That said, the Braves are very cautious about trading away prospects. The Braves are very cautious about mortgaging their future to try and go after the now. I don't think you'll see us bring in a bat like Matt Holliday, who's on contract through the end of the year. I think that it's one of those issues where we might make a move, we might not, and that move will decide to actually compete or just stick below the radar. Pitching will continue to be phenomenal out of the Braves. With Tommy Hanson continuing to get more starts, he's just going to get better and better and better. He's something special.
Right.
And the bullpen kind of needs a little bit – they need to solidify. So those are the two question spots, is whether or not we get another bat. I guess that's right field, or I don't know where we throw him. But
you sound like your wish list sounds like mine.
Right now, we're not a competing team. Right now, I don't think we'd make the playoffs. I think we'd continue to fly right under the radar, or not under the radar, but right under the line where you gotta play to be a playoff team. We're not that good yet.
Right.
This team's good, but it's not clicking on all cylinders. If they click on all cylinders, they're going to make a run. It's going to be fun to watch.
Right.
So,
yeah, I mean, the way I look at the division, and I did a blog post about this last week. I honestly think that the NL East is probably the worst division in baseball.
It is.
Yeah, and I think I wouldn't be surprised if Phillies, Mets, Braves, or the Marlins win this division. I think that whatever team can get hot for 3 or 4 weeks in the second half of the season is going to win this division. That's what I think.
I agree.
So, well, hey, Colin, it was good talking to you. Yeah. Thank you for joining me tonight. And for those of you out there, please check out Colin at bravesblast.com, and talk to you guys soon.
All right, take care.
Thanks, man.